Welcome back, friends. Welcome back to our Baltic homestead. I just thought I'd do a late October tour, probably the last one of the year really. Things are pretty with the trees and we're packing down in the different areas. Still got a few bits and pieces on the go, but I just thought I'd do this update video. And you can see very autumnal colours. You can see why my American friends call it the fall when you live in a forest like we do. So we're over by the bees. I wouldn't normally get this close, but they've gone to sleep now really, and we won't see them again until spring. This is our compost area. I was just checking the temperatures actually just before I started. Not overly impressive, 30 degrees, but it's not bad really. I'd like to get it a bit hotter than that. Let's take a walk around. We'll be doing lots of chipping and stuff, and you can see collecting leaves. We lay on the wood chip paths where we've made them before. As the leaves fall, actually, you can see more of the land, but it's a daily occurrence now. I'm not sure we've ever been around this side of the barn. This is another where we keep more wood, and we've been processing some wood as well. All this stuff in here we've been working our way through. It's interesting, it's all cut for a different size oven, so we've got to resize it so that we can use it, and a lot of it's quite old and flaky. So I've been working away. That's one of my jobs, winter jobs, is to go all through that. There's the lake over the back. I think we'll be okay for wood this winter. I'm tidying out under the roof, looking a lot tidier now. The other side, more wood. So our cobra beans are all finished. Got plenty of those in the freezer green, and we've collected the beans in the cobra beans are black. So we've collected all the beans for seed next year and to enjoy in a few soups. More compost piles. Go down to the greenhouses. We've obviously been packing away the greenhouses, taking up tomato plants, but we've still got stuff going on. In the centre here, I've put it in the centre aisle because that will naturally be the warmest soil. It still gets quite warm in here actually when the sun comes out. It's an overcast day today, but so we've got pak choys, we've got some small lettuces. Pak choys have grown really well in the last few days, and a few beets for leaves, although they've been attacked by slugs. I've been dealing with slugs in here slowly and surely. I'm really pleased with the soil in here actually. If you remember back to past videos, we were experimenting with soil coverings, and not so much between the three beds, but between the two greenhouses, whereas this greenhouse we kept the soil covered with compost throughout the year, and the other greenhouse it was dug in, and the difference in the soil is incredible actually. It's difficult to pick out here, but you don't need to go far down. And there's moisture in the soil. If you compare it to the other greenhouse where it become absolutely bone dry, so that compost blanket over the top had really protected the soil from drying out. So it gets kind of like this, very crumbly and dry. So, I mean, it did benefit from the compost going in this year, but even still, without the protection on it, it soon dries out. You can see it worse here actually. So I'll try and persuade my mother-in-law again to not dig in the compost next year. Runner beans are done. We've finally had our first frost last week. It went down to about -6, I think. We seem to be waiting forever. Really late this year for this part in the world. Actually, I saw on the news the other night that this week, 2003, it was -16, I think, in this part in North Latvia. So, yeah, certainly different at the moment. It's about +10 today, so not too bad. We've got our garlic in the ground now. Got 2 beds of garlic. Check out our no dig garlic video, which I'll put up in a link in the corner for you to see. So like previous years, we've got 2 beds of no dig garlic here, and they're in the compost that we've taken from the animal barn, and then the other rows are just weeds and grass collected together, which we'll plant potatoes in next year. But obviously these are covered in hay to protect the beds over the potentially hard winter. Quite mild last year, but we'll see what happens this year. And we'll pick those runner beans to see if we've got any seeds in. With the really, looks like there could be some seeds in that one. Not the greatest summer this year, as many people have said. I've seen a lot of stuff on social media, people saying about the terrible summer they've had. Just some tidying up needs doing over here. We're slowly getting through all our sort of winter prep. Still a few flowers about, which is quite nice. I've got a video I'm working on at the moment, which should be coming out in the next 2 or 3 weeks, with some really nice, beautiful shots of sort of autumnal scenes around our homestead. Let's go over to the permanent bed garden, or market garden. I built this firewood rack here. It's very small for our needs, but it fits one size of wood specifically for one fire, which needs quite thin wood. So that's why we've put it there, to save us having to go to the other barn to go and collect it all. Now, one of our subscribers was saying how I don't smile in videos. So rest assured, in this video, which you can't see my face, I am smiling. Shout out to the porters down in Jersey. Thank you. See, I do have a sense of humour. So this is the permanent bed garden, which you've seen so many times. We've been doing quite a lot of work on it. We have had a problem with deer. This is why we have this fence here so high, is specifically to keep deer out. There used to be a problem with pigs here, but Latvia suffered with African swine flu, which has killed a lot of them off, the wild pigs. Otherwise we would have to up our fence even more. But we had a deer come in the other day and pinch a load of stuff, so I've got another line around, and if it continues to be a problem, we will have to think about putting a hot wire around or some other solution. Obviously, over winter normally here there's nothing growing. It was a ploughed field. This is the first year where we've had permanent beds, and because of the milder conditions, stuff's lasting longer. But you know, some tidying up. The butternut squash now are cleared. They were, as I suspected in a couple of previous videos, a complete failure, just due to the summer really. But you know, some fruit grew, but that will just go in the compost. We can't do anything with that. Carrots we're going to pull probably today, I think, or later today. Pak choi still they come out nicely, although attacked by slugs, but the lower stalks are absolutely fine. Still got some beets, the spinach, which again attacked by slugs, but not as bad actually. Snowball turnips looking really nice, and the red pak choi also very nice. Slugs don't seem to like these as much. Got our parsnips. Last lot of beans, which we will probably collect today as well. It's taken a long time. We've had a real problem with getting the pods ripe to collect the seeds out. We've got still got some swede over there. Up in the winter section, it's all doing well. These chicory. So this is where the deer attacked, ate some chicory, but it will grow back. But the other chicory, the heads are coming on nicely now. That one's nice and thick, as is that one, I think. Yeah. So I'm enjoying. We've had our first frost now, so they should be sweeter. I'm looking forward to trying those. Kale's enjoying the sort of autumnal climate. Peas, I was surprised. We just grew them for shoots, but they actually grew some pods, which I managed to pick for a soup the other night. Maybe still some on there. But again, the deers attacked these, and it took those, and you can see the deer footprint in my nice new bed. It didn't seem to want cabbage. There was a commotion and the dog came out, so they were scared off. But these cabbages are growing nicely now. We'll have some winter cabbage, dill. We'll pick the rest of that dill, and it's kind of taken a hit from the frost, but yeah. See, we've been renewing the wood chip paths. I want to talk about this here actually. There is a divisional line here of trees which we've been thinning out because the sun comes up over there during the day and then sets over there, the other side of the lake. We can't do much about the trees in this area because they're thick and old, and this is our what we call park area. We will be doing a little bit of thinning, but here we really want to thin these out so that during the day the sun will come over and beam down to more of the beds, because at the moment the bottom beds don't get a lot of sun and this gets up here sun all day. We have started the process, as you can see, of thinning these out. Using that wood to produce the wood chips to restore the paths here, so the carbon's getting locked down into the paths of the garden rather than burning them. And we've still got a few to choose. We kind of want one single. This is interesting here. We've got a lovely old birch there. We've got this, which I can't think of it in English. It's leap tree, and it has these little white flowers which you can make a tea out of. And then there's a pine, and we really want to keep the birch and the pine, and then we need to take out this big tree in the middle, and then thin out some of the others, leave some of the birches, leave those pines, so there's just kind of a single row. So there's a nice winter job. You can see now all the beds. If you follow us on Instagram, which if you don't, why not? Then you'll see that a lot of the beds now, we cover them in compost to protect them over the winter, and that obviously lets the nutrients soak down. But our cat, obviously, as cats do, really enjoys playing in the compost. It's funny, we have all these things we have to battle with ants and caterpillars, deer, potentially pigs, birds poking, and then the worst culprit at this time is the cat. Although she does catch, look, scratched it all up, catch the odd mouse. So yeah, Leeks we planted a bit late this year, but they're sort of coming on a bit. We'll have some thin leeks. So yeah, there's our garden. Still got stuff going on. Normally at this time of year, I say it'd all be ploughed. There'll be nothing going on. So it's great that we've still got food coming out of the garden that we can enjoy, and we can leave the carrots in a bit longer. So thanks for watching the video. If you're a new subscriber, thank you for joining me, and well done if you've watched to the end of this video. I hope you're enjoying the content. We've got some great stuff coming out soon. If you're not subscribed and you're watching this, then please subscribe. Would love to have you as part of the community. And I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.